For you, potentially your last game at Sanford Stadium this past Saturday, what was it like to have guys like Nolan and Jordan there before the game? Like, how much of an emotional boost that was, and then just what's your favorite moment at Sanford Stadium?
Saturday night was very emotional. I dropped a couple tears different times of the day. First one was during religious service, just the message T-Set hit us with. Seeing my parents, seeing my family, and then right after the game, just dapping everybody up and just embracing those guys, and having Nolan and Jordan back, it was huge. Just always see those guys, not even in a football stadium, just like when you see them, like when they come back to town, just sit down and talk with them, just ask them how it's going at the next level, and just pick their brains a little bit. But my favorite memory, Probably just dapping everybody up after that just knowing that was my last time, and just enjoying it pre-game, during the game, just actually getting the younger guys to go out there and play and dominate and just having fun, honestly.
Being from Tennessee, did you grow up a Tennessee fan? What was your involvement with the Vols during the recruitment process, and just thoughts on going back to your home state?
I wasn't a huge Tennessee fan growing up. My family is. I was always a basketball fan, so I was a Kentucky guy. That was the huge John Calipari era, the John Walls, the DeMarcus Cousins, all those. Recruiting process wise, that was Butch Jones and Jeremy Pruitt. Wasn't really highly touted. When I went up there a couple times, stayed up there 8 hours one day, didn't even get looked at. Come down here, going into my senior year, get an offer from here, get back on the interstate on 316, then Jeremy Pruitt calls. So it wasn't really a big relationship with them then. So.
Zion, we got like Nazir Stackhouse. I mean, first of all, being able to make an interception last week and then a sack this game, to both of them swinging the tide in your favor, but also a guy you've been here with a long time and another guy that was celebrated alongside with you. How much does he mean to you, both being able to play with him on the field as well as just a friend off the field?
That's my dog, man. Just knowing Nas, knowing who he is, knowing what he's overcame, knowing what he's overcome over his time of recruiting process in high school, coming to Georgia. A lot of people don't know Nas has narcolepsy, so he's not allowed to drive. It's very hard for him to stay active and stay awake. But it's just the daily grind that he has to go through just to be a dominant player. I love Nas, and I tip my hat to him.
Today, the offensive line was named semifinalist for the Joe Moore Award. You've been up against line going back to the spring. What is it about this line that stands out and has made it one of the top lines in the country?
Well, they should be a 3-time Joe Moore Award winner. I'm just going to throw that out there. But those guys, they really pride themselves on that, on being the best offensive line in the country, which I believe. Like I said, they're very it's just a very tight knit group. They're gonna work their tails off every day. They're gonna give you everything they got on Saturdays, and I wouldn't rather have a better group of guys on my side.
Yeah, Kirby didn't seem too happy with how practice went today. Just as one of the veterans, the leaders of this team, what does, I guess, tomorrow look like for you, and making sure it doesn't happen again leading into the game this weekend?
Just setting the tempo. Me, Said, Smile, with Pop being down, I know that's a huge hit for the defense, so we have to pick it up. Really just trying to be more vocal, trying to be that guy that picks guys up morale up, pick guys energy up, and just trying to be the leader that this team really needs right now. I know going into Neyland, we're going to need everybody. Every person that's going on the trip is going to be very pivotal. So just got to buckle down and have a good Wednesday.
The legend of rock song, but the average recovery time for Georgia players dealing with that tightrope surgery has been 8 weeks. And then he comes back in 26 days. When did you first start noticing that, hey, he's getting pretty close, he's out here? And were you ever surprised? Is there any, you guys talk about this like in the diner when you're in there eating your lunch, can you believe this guy?
I mean, it's just how Brock's been since he's been here day one. He's not going to let anything hold him down, not going to let anything hold him back. So he's going to work his tail off to get back, and he loves playing football. So
Tennessee's offensive line is also up for the Joe Moore Award. Just in getting ready for this game, what stands out to you about the challenge you guys on the defensive line are going to be up against?
just how consistent they play at their tempo. You know, they're doing different things. They might pull a guy this play, they might drop back and just cover. I mean, not drop back and cover, but drop back and pass protect. And they're very like they can withstand for drives. And they're just a very tight-knit group as well. Like I know a couple guys that go to Tennessee, Tyler Bear, and he talks about how well they are how like, during practice and stuff like that. So it's going to be a big-time matchup, I feel like.
You mentioned Pop's voice being an absence in the locker room, and on Saturday it was an absence too. But enter C.J. Allen. I know that Smile's been there and done that. But on the field, just being on the field with him, what was his voice like? And was it like confident, strong, like he was getting everybody in the right spot? Because he had a big game. I was just wondering if
C.J. Allen?
Yeah, if he was just like super comfortable and he's already can step up and be that guy.
He's very mature for a freshman, man. He kind of gives me flashes of Nakobe Dean, just because he's that guy that's in the meetings. He's taking every note from punt to PBR to if he's on KOC or KOR. He's taking every note to know where he needs to be. It's the same way for defense. Like he knows every check. He knows he's very vocal with it. He's going to be a very good linebacker in this system.
Zion, we've talked to Coach Smart a good bit about how effective Tennessee's run game is. What stands out to you about the way they run the ball, and what do you guys have to do to try to slow them down?
Just the way they can go from running the ball to getting it out of the edges to the guys like Squirrel, to guys like Ramel. They have a very good balance, and they play good complementary football. They know how to run the ball, they know how to pass it. So we just got to be able to get our cleats in the ground and play football.
Any more questions for Zion? All right, Zion, thank you, sir.
Thanks, Zion.